Hello and welcome to the kickoff show of the Coach's Call. I've been waiting a long time to get this thing going. I was feeling a little off the weather, so I kind of delayed that a little bit. You folks may know me from some of my other shows. I have the monthlysocial.com, which is a 3-hour monthly show where I have guests of, we've got music and actors and all sorts of things going on there. Also, from a sports perspective, I am part of the It's Not the Ref.com sports series as well, where I work with 3 or 4 others, and we put together that content too. But the Coach's Call is really meant to be a short podcast here on YouTube, maybe 1, maybe 2 topics as we kind of get through things. And tonight, I just thought I would kick things off with Rem Pitlick of the Montreal Canadiens. And I saw online that some Canadiens fans were thinking, why would you, waive Rem Pitlick, and you should waive Drouin or Hoffman or Dadonov, and they got a higher cap hit. And, you scratch your head a little bit and you go, I get it. When we've seen Rem Pitlick, after we picked him up, he's a guy that gets into the corners. He's got some high energy. He plays a fun game, and he had generated some offense last year. Now, in the games that he's played this year, he had yet to register a point, but even that, the reality is he really hasn't had a lot of ice time. And if you look at what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens in terms of the forwards, there's a couple of things. First of all, you look at the line juggling, and you could see that the coach, Marty St. Louis, is trying to figure out what works here, right? Like I've got all these pieces. How do they work together? How do they fit? I mean, they're trying to be respectful in terms of how they play, and they want to have some good games. But this is the season where you try those things out and test them out, right? And they got a log jam. They got a log jam up in the front. In terms of forwards, and some of those forwards have been there a while, and some of them they had to move other pieces, right? They moved to Shea Weber, got rid of that giant contract, and Dadonov comes over. But when you look at those players, and you go, well, Mike Hoffman, he'll be a UFA in 2024-25. He's currently earning $4.5 million. You got Dadonov. He's going to be UFA in 23-24. He's currently earning $5 million. You got Drouin, UFA in 23-24, currently earning $5.5 million. You're not going to put one of those players on waivers. They're going to bring you something back. And I know that anti-Drouin and anti-Hoffman, and they're too slow, they're too old, they don't produce, there's something wrong. I know that's what you think. But those guys will bring something back in terms of trade value. They'll bring back some draft picks. And, your Rem Pitlick, you move him down, it frees up some space. And it frees up some space so that you can make some moves if you're looking to make some moves. And I know the Montreal Canadiens, there's some rumors out there, always rumors. They've been having some conversations about, moving some players out. And you don't know what they have to take back yet. But bringing a Pitlick down, taking a chance and sending him down, you're going to free up a couple $1 million of cap space. You're going to give yourself a little bit of room, right? And you get to hold on to those assets that you're going to get something in return for. Because if you put Drouin on waivers, somebody's going to pick him up. If you put Hoffman on waivers, somebody's probably going to pick him up, but you get nothing back. And I know you say, well, I'm going to shed that salary. But it isn't just about shedding salary right now. It's about putting together more assets for the Montreal Canadiens. It's about them building up the organization for the long term. And it's about having patience. And I know that there's a couple of good lines, young lines there. The young players are doing well. But this is where they're demonstrating some patience. I don't think they want to lose Rem Pitlick. I think Rem Pitlick's going to probably find himself in a Montreal Canadiens uniform again at some point. And I think they're probably happy they didn't lose Rem Pitlick. So On the surface, I know as fans, you want to make, noise, or you think that we know better from our desk as fans. But I think this organization, the way it's built with the current management structure and with Marty St. Louis, I think these moves are deliberate. I think they're calculated. They took a chance, but I think there's some longer term things that are happening here. So I'm willing to be patient. I like the Montreal Canadiens. I'm willing to be patient. So let's see what happens with Rem Pitlick down the road and what trades might come our way. All right. So I said, hey, look, it's going to be short. It is short. That's it. That was the topic today. Rem Pitlick. Hope to be talking to you guys soon. Maybe we'll have somebody on with us. Hope you enjoy it. If you have any ideas, love to talk to you. I even willing to bring on some fans on the show. So drop me a line. All right. Take care, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. The Coach's Call.